former Vice President of the United States, Al Gore. He was talking about climate change, and he made some pretty strong statements. He talked about boiling oceans and rain bombs. Senator Manchin, when you hear that kind of rhetoric, do you believe that that is helpful to the conversation?
Well, it's not factual. It's not basically realistic to what's going on in the world right now. Let me just say that there's been a lot of consternation and concerns about the IRA, Inflation Reduction Act, thinking that it's going to harm the EU. There is no intent whatsoever to harm any of our allies and basically to be able to give them the assurance that we're always going to be there. Well, we've been blessed in the United States. We have the resources. We have oil. We have natural gas. We have the ability from technology to do everything we can to promote the new technologies of the future. What we're not going to do in the United States is get rid of something until we have something that will do exactly what we're getting rid of and do it as well, if not better. We will not do that. We will not leave ourselves in a vacant position. We think our friends in the EU basically are challenged right now, and we weren't even able to help you. The first thing our administration said was, well, let's go out and see if we can get Iran. We'll lift the sanctions. I said, the most prolific terrorists in the world, you're going to give them money to do more havoc and wreak havoc around the world? Absolutely not, with my vote. And then they talked about, well, let's, and I understand Venezuela, and then working with our friends in the Gulf and all that. Let me tell you, in the United States right now, we're at 12.4 million barrels a day. We're going to go to 13. We can go to 15 million barrels a day. We produced over 35 trillion cubic feet of gas last year. We're basically exporting LNG at about 35 trillion cubic feet, but we're exporting on LNG 14 billion cubic feet. We're going to take that to 25 billion cubic feet to make sure that you all in the EU do not run out of the assurance that the United States will be there to help. Now, by saying all of that, we're doing it cleaner than ever before. Carbon capture, sequestration, utilization, methane capturing. We have to have the horsepower of fossil, use it cleaner than anywhere in the world, and then also we have record amounts of investment that's going to go into clean technology, hydrogen, small modular reactors, all the different things. And renewables. We're doing everything we can with renewables, but we're putting an awful lot of investment into storage so we can have it more dispatchable when we need it. Here's the difference between the United States, and I see what's happened. For the last 10 years, 12 years I've been in the Senate. I was the governor of the state of West Virginia before. They have said, well, you got to have carbon pricing. You got to have a carbon tax. And I said, are you people crazy? You think I'm going to add to inflation by adding more cost? What we did was do it from incentives with investments. And now we're drawing attention from the whole world to come to the United States to invest. We're trying to reduce the amount of risk you're going to have and trying to mature these new technologies. So if you really want a clean environment, a cleaner environment, and geopolitical, basically some calming of geopolitical unrest that we have, you better be able to do it quicker, faster, and better than any place in the world, and then share it with your friends. That's what we're going to do.
Senator Manchin, I just want to mention for our audience who may be unaware, I believe that the oil and gas community in the United States contributed some $180,000 to your last campaign, which isn't,
I
by the
hope
way,
they did
illegal
because
in
I
the
sure
United
support
States.
them. I'm hoping they're supporting me.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that because the bottom line is, you tell me. I mean, look right now, Putin weaponized energy. We didn't do a thing. We sat back. We said, what are we going to do? Our friends and all of our allies were hurting, and we couldn't come to your rescue quick enough. We're ramping up now, and we're going to do it better and quicker, and we're proud of that, and we're going to transition, but we're not removing something until we have something better. We won't do that.